Hello, 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 and welcome to Tactless Radio. I am back. I'm back, bitch. Okay, so I know we have a lot to catch up on. It has been a while. Yes, yes. Last episode I dropped was in February. It is June. What has happened? Life has happened. I have traveled. I have been the maid of honor in my girlfriend's wedding. I had put together her bridal shower. I had to put together her bachelorette party. We got her down the aisle. I have personally been going through a lot of stress, physically, mentally, emotionally, Crohn issues, left and right, issues with insurance, issues with the pharmacy. Life has been lifing. So I do feel ridiculously guilty that I have been gone that long. I don't think I've ever been gone this long from Tactless Radio. I've tried to be consistent with my TikTok. That didn't go so well. That got real sparse in terms of me keeping up with that. My Instagram has been really light. I honestly took a social media break. That's really what happened. I took a social media break. I felt like I was going through a lot with my friend circles and my personal life, with my business, with work, like work shit just got out of hand as well, because it's like a very busy season for me at work. So I had to reprioritize some things. And unfortunately, at that moment, Tactless wasn't high on my list. Looking back on it, though, I should have made it higher on my list. I miss being here. I miss talking shit. I just kind of miss putting my voice and my opinions out into the universe. And as you all can see, I want to put my face and my voice out there into the universe. We're going to try some new things. I'm trying some new things. I have a Discord now. I have a Twitch now. A little bit of me is thinking, like, should I get into playing video games? I like playing video games. Now, I don't know what I would use it for outside of video games. Maybe I could stream me just running my mouth. But I also can do that on YouTube. Anywho, I am still in the growing stages, the learning stages of all of this. And I appreciate you all being here and going on this journey with me. So thank you. So that's just my little introduction into where the fuck I've been. I've missed you all. Have you missed me? Leave me a little comment, hit me up. Let's chat, let's talk. What have you missed? What do you like? What suggestions do you have? I'm open to all of it because Tactless Radio is going through a revamp at this moment. I am trying new things. I am looking into new platforms. Any advice, any feedback, greatly appreciated, because I'm the type of person that feels like feedback is a gift. So if you have missed me and you want to provide some feedback outside of the fact that I need to be consistent, I already know that. I already know I need to be consistent. But if you missed me and you have feedback, you want to chat, you want to talk, you want me to talk about a particular topic, send me a message. I'm open. So let's go ahead and get into our first segment, which is Shit I Saw, where I see a particular incident or something wild or crazy on the internet, and I grab it and bring it back here to discuss with you. So I know that I've been gone for a while, and there's a lot of things that we can talk about. There's a lot of things that I have seen these last 4 months that I've been away. But instead of talking about some of the things that have happened in the past, and maybe I'll bring them forward if necessary, I am going to at least try to pick up with the topics of today and move forward, you know? But before I jump into Shit I Saw, I first want to say happy Pride to all my gay babies, my queer babies, my trans babies, and the grown ones too. But I just want to say first, happy Pride to everyone. Happy Ligga-Bigga-Tigga. Happy rainbows and sunshine to all of my brothers, my sisters, and my non-binaries and everybody in between. Happy Pride. And I also want to say happy motherfucking Juneteenth. Yes, make sure y'all fire up the grills. Make sure y'all get y'all green, y'all black, and y'all red together. And I want to make sure that everybody got the steps down. I'm not going to get the Tamia one down by Juneteenth. I'm letting you all know that now. I won't have it down. I don't think I'm ever going to have the Tamia step down. But the Cupid Shuffle, and because I'm from Chicago, the Juke Slide, I'm ready to go. Those are locked and loaded. So happy Juneteenth to all my Negroes. And I also want to say happy Men's Mental Health Month, because you all know that I love an alliteration. So happy Men's Mental Health Month. I am rooting for you fellas out there. I hope you all are looking into therapy. I hope you all are holding safe spaces for one another. I hope you all are showing up for one another. I hope you all are opening up and becoming emotional and breaking the stereotype that men are stoic and don't talk about their emotions, because you do need to talk about your emotions. That's how half of y'all end up going postal, keeping that shit in. So happy Men's Mental Health Month. And I hope you all are getting some rest and some much needed help this month. So now that I have gotten that all out the way, let's go ahead and jump into shit I saw. So the shit that I saw recently was very wild to me. So Michael Rainey Jr., who plays Tariq on Ghost, on Power, phenomenal actor. He recently showed up on Tylil's stream. Tylil's show is a streamer. He has a Twitch. He also has a YouTube. He's very similar to like Kai Cenat, and a lot of those type of individuals are his peers. So he also is a streamer. He had Michael Rainey Jr. over his house to appear on his stream with his family. As Michael is seen in the video on the stream amongst Tylil and the rest of his family, something very inappropriate happens. And since now this is a visual podcast, I want us to see what happened together. So I typically like to give credit whenever I'm using somebody's content for my segment, Shit I Saw. So this video was uploaded by Jazz Naldy, Jasnaldy on TikTok. Let's go ahead and take a look together.
Work the job has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay. Yeah. No, they has worked the job has more than $1 million. Y'all never worked, y'all never did
Let's see it again.
Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay. Yeah. No, they has worked the job has more than $1 million.
And pausing. So this woman, she is of age. Michael is of age. But this woman walks in real sly and proceeds to put her hand in his private area, keep her hand in his private area. And Michael looks visibly uncomfortable with this entire situation. And it's so sad because you can kind of see that he's uncomfortable, but he understands that he's being streamed. So he's not trying to do too much, or he's minimizing his movements. Also, as you all can see in the video, there are children present. After looking into this scenario, those are some of her children, actually. So it's a lot, I'm pretty sure, for Michael to process, understanding that he is being assaulted on stream. He is in someone else's house, and he is amongst children. It's probably been made aware to him that those children belong to her, the person who is assaulting him. And this is wild to see. This was definitely some shit that I was like, what is going on here? And one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this is because we as women, as queer individuals, as femme presenting individuals, understand this particular type of situation all too well, where something is happening to you and you're the one being victimized, but you also have to be the one that's cognizant of your surroundings, because if you're the one to pop off, it's going to be your fault, even though you're the victim in the situation. And this is an example that I want men to see, because men can also be assaulted. Men, majority of the time, though, are assaulted by other men. Statistically, men are assaulted by other men, but women are also in that statistic as well. And what we have to do is say that a predator is a predator despite their gender. And I will agree with a lot of people that this is a double standard. When we see this type of situation happen, unfortunately, due to the patriarchy, so many men will say, well, why did Michael have a problem with it? I wish that was me. I wish I had some girl touching on me like that. Well, is he gay? Why didn't he like it? Why didn't he accept it? A man can't be raped by a woman. That's unheard of. That's not at all true, as we are seeing here on the screen. We literally saw that young man get assaulted in 4K. And we live in a society where nobody would call him a victim. Nobody would support him. Nobody would help him. Everybody would laugh at him, because the double standard, unfortunately, does not look at men as victims. We do not see little boys as victims. And so many times, unfortunately, little boys are victims to a sexual predator that was their mom's friend or their auntie or their babysitter. And when they share what has happened to them, they're told that that's what's supposed to happen, that they're supposed to like it, that a girl is supposed to touch on them, and they're supposed to receive it as a compliment. Which, in my opinion, when y'all feed that to little boys, it does nothing but turn them into sexual deviants that then little girls have to deal with later on in life. Because you all did not process what actually happened to that little boy, which was abuse. Unfortunately, because if we did see this with a gender swap, that wouldn't fly. But it shouldn't fly with little boys either. What I will say, and what I will show in a minute, is that Tylil did respond somewhat immediately to the situation. And I think this is also another reason why I wanted to bring this up, because I think we can start to break a lot of stereotypes around male victims, but then also how we respond to male victims. So let's go ahead and listen to what Tylil had to say after the situation.
First things first, I'm fine. Michael, he's fine. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been on live because I was handling the situation with utmost respect in real life. Like, I know, I seen everything that was being said on the internet. He's seen everything. We had a conversation right after the situation happened. I spoke to him. I apologized to him. I apologized to his family. I apologized to his team. I apologized in person right after the situation happened, through text and over the phone. I apologized in every way. He said, I appreciate you for making sure I'm good, and I respect that you respect however I want to go about it. So however Michael want to go about the situation, I respected it. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't judge him. I didn't try to defend what my dad done. I just respected it. You feel me? And chat, I'm gonna be honest. I spoke out of context about something I didn't see, and I dealt with it. know what I'm saying? What my sister did was very unacceptable, was very inappropriate. That's unacceptable. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. I would never want you to do no shit like that. I don't give a fuck if it was. I don't give a fuck if it was on the stream, off the stream, one of my closest friends, or nobody. I wouldn't ever want you to do something like that. Because you're disrespecting that person, you're disrespecting me, and you're disrespecting yourself. And not only yourself, you're disrespecting the whole family. I wouldn't want my sister touching nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. That was very inappropriate, and she made him very uncomfortable. That was lame, chat. That was very lame. That was very lame.
I respect it. And I also want to shout out Tylil. Mind you, I am learning about him through this situation and the type of streamer that he is. But more so, shout out to Tylil, because I understand how crazy of a position he had to have been in, understanding that his sister is the one that assaulted a guest in the home. Like, as a brother, how do you support your sister or stand up for your sister, but also knowing that your family member is wrong and also trying to remain professional, because at the end of the day, this is work for him. He did put a video out before that one that was a little bit more about, I really didn't see the situation, but I support my sister. That's family, However, nobody should be touched. Nobody should be assaulted. If that happened, I'm truly sorry. Like, it was more like it was more like him being an older brother and still trying to look out for his sister and having her back. But I think once it hit the internet and everybody saw it and it was clear as day what was going on, there even was a video when he first came into the stream, when he first came into the home, where she was just like starstruck or just taken aback by how attractive he is as a young man. And she just was like grabbing all over him and falling all over him. And I think at that point, everybody was like, okay, she clearly likes him. She has a little crush on him. Maybe not little, maybe a lot. But even that could have been taken as a lot. And that was the first time that they met. So from that first instance to then the assault happening later on, and then it was told to us that he ended up leaving maybe about 20 minutes after he was assaulted. He did not finish the stream because he felt uncomfortable. I very much so commend Tylil being in a very sticky situation like that, where you have to remain professional, but it's a family member and you want to be there for your sister. It's crazy. I appreciate his apology. I appreciate the video that we just watched, because what I want a lot of people to hear is that he said, however Michael wants to handle the situation, I support him. However he wants to take it, I support him. I believe him, essentially, like believing the victim. Yes, there was video proof, but I do want us to do better with just believing victims the first time around. He also stated that what his sister did was unacceptable and inappropriate and some lame shit, which it was. So he also was holding his sister accountable, talking about disrespecting a person in the home is disrespecting me, is disrespecting yourself. I appreciated that sentiment, because I think a lot of times men, when they are victimized and when they go through a situation, they feel very similar to how women feel, how femme presenting people feel when we report the things that happen to us. You feel like no one's listening, like no one's taking you seriously. They shrug their shit off. It's not fun and it's not cool. I'm happy to see that these young men were able to have a conversation, that Michael feels like he's in a space now where he can talk about it, where he can accept the apology, and that Tylil understood that that was unacceptable, to believe Michael and to say, however he wants to answer the situation, however he wants to go about the situation, I support him in that. That's a beautiful thing to see. And it's even more beautiful to see amongst men. Point blank, period. It was beautiful to see amongst men. And I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that shit. I don't want to see more men becoming victims. I'm not saying that. But I want more men but I want more men to speak up when something does happen to them, because it is a double standard. there are predatory women that get away with being predatory because men don't speak up about what they're going through, about what has happened. Unfortunately, those women go out and assault somebody else because things are not getting checked. I want more men to speak up. I want more men to speak out. I want them to feel comfortable enough to do so. But I understand that means that we need to be in a society that believes victims, that makes space for victims, believes them the first time when they speak up, despite video evidence and whatnot. And we allow them spaces to process their trauma and to begin the healing, not re-traumatizing those people over and over and over by dragging their name through the dirt with jokes and ha-ha hee-hees. We need more of that. I like that. I like that. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Now, if you've been a Tactless Radio follower and fan since the beginning, you know that I love incorporating music one way or another into every one of my episodes. It got to a point where I was actually incorporating music into my episode, and Universal Music Group was like, you can't keep doing that or we'll snatch all this shit. So I've had to pivot in different type of ways of how I bring my love for music to my platform without me getting any copyright infringement issues or strikes. So I'm going to be talking about the music that I think you all should check out, or talking about music artists that I think you all should really listen to, instead of like grabbing their music and playing it for all of us to hear, because that's what gets you in trouble. However, we are going to talk about a little music though. And what I want to talk about is Meg The Stallion, because I'm so excited to be going to her concert next week. I'm seeing her in Phoenix on Juneteenth. So that's how I'm celebrating being blackity black. I'm going to go see my sister perform and tear the house down with my actual blood sister. So me and my sisters are going to go see my rap sister, and we're going to have a good old time. I'm so excited about it. Megan has already been promoting her new album, which is her self-titled album, Megan. That's coming out. She dropped Boa not too long ago. So for all of the anime girlies, the nerds, the geeks, folks who are just like deep into the video game world, loved that video. I grew up playing Tekken, so those references were amazing to me. Also played a little Mortal Kombat, a little Street Fighter. So love the video. My girl has just been on a fantastic run. Like, she's been blessed and highly favored. And I'm excited to see Glorilla, because it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, ain't no nigga ain't got me. Like, that song is a summer bop. like that song is a summer bop. And she knows it's a summer bop. She likes giving us summer bops. That's what FNF was. Like, when she first came out and we were like, who is this crazy girl with these women doing donuts in the parking lot, and one of her girlfriends is pregnant and about to pop a baby out any moment? Like, who is this wretched house with a banger? That's how we were all introduced to us, because she loves giving us summer bops. And whenever she drops that one, I'm ready to go. I'm singing it with my full chest. I'm excited to actually hear it in person at the concert, because Glorilla opening up for Meg The Stallion, perfect. Because those are two different type of rap girlies. You got one type of rap girly that is very much so the Little Kim essence, right? You have the girlies who will give you Sex Kitten, Siren, Succubus, essentially. You will have the girls who will use their sexual persona to hype their creativity up, to give spice to their lyrics. You got those type of girlies. Then you got the hood girlies, the girlies that are a little bit more tomboy, the girlies that grew up fighting brothers and boys on the block. That's Glorilla. Because when Glorilla had that one BET performance, I believe it was, and they tried to make her sexy, she looked uncomfortable the entire time. Because that's not her aesthetic. Like, Glorilla being overly sexy like Meg The Stallion is not her aesthetic. That's just that's not where she that's not where she be at. Where she be at is basically punching niggas in the face, talking about how she gonna slap a hoe, how she's signing deals and jumping out of PJs. That's her lane. That is her lane, and she do so good over there. The way that Megan does fantastic in her lane. Because to tell you the truth, nothing is going to scream Juneteenth like me watching Meg The Stallion open up her sacral chakra. And I'm gonna be right there opening up my sacral chakra too. The sacral chakra, the solar plexus, just opening up all that lower chakra range. Nothing more. I just believe nothing screams Juneteenth like Black women shaking ass. It's spiritual at this point. That's how we connect back to the motherland. Very Juneteenth. And when I think about it, for me personally, because I am a live event girl, I am a concert girl, y'all know this. If we're not being funny, because I know a lot of people in the Beehive would classify Beyonce as a rapper, but if we're not being funny about it, Meg The Stallion, thinking. Meg The Stallion and Glorilla will be my first female rappers that I am going to go see in concert. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. So excited that me and all of my sisters are going as different themes of Meg The Stallion. So I am going as Tina Snow. So I'm going to be in all white. I'm hoping my blonde wig comes in before the concert. But I'm wearing all white, blonde wig, Tina Snow, when she be like bars for bars, hitting niggas upside the head type of Tina Snow. Like, that old school mixtape Meg The Stallion Tina Snow. That's who I'm going at. Next, my sister Brianna. She's going as Hot Girl Meg. So she... My sister, I would say, probably has very similar style to Glorilla, where she leans a little bit more on the tomboy side. And Hot Girl Meg dresses like a WWE character. My sister really don't be having her ass and titties out like that. So I'm very interested to see how she's going to come up with her outfit for the concert. And last, my baby sister, Sydney, she's going as Meg The Stallion. Just like college girl Meg, clean the beach up Meg, anime Meg, that like everyday Meg, which can also be hot girl Meg from time to time. But I think my sister is more so gonna go the Meg The Stallion like anime route. And I'm very excited to see what she comes up with. So we're all going as different variations of Meg The Stallion. That's how excited we are about the concert. And I'm a girl's girl, and I just can't wait to scream ratchet shit with a whole bunch of other girls and gays and theys and femmes. I just feel like it's gonna be such a safe space of being able to pop pussy and shake ass. Because a lot of places where you just want to be able to pop pussy and shake ass, you can't, because niggas are like, oh, that's inviting me over, when it shouldn't. I was doing this for me, not for you. You, and if you think I was doing it for you, then come over here and tip me, motherfucker. This concludes the music segment of the podcast. Until I can find a more clear, concise, and smooth way to introduce my love for music, but you all will hear it one way or another. And y'all know my Roman empire of genre is female MCs. So if this is just this may just end up being like a female MC space, because I want to give them their time, their flowers, their dues. I'm okay with that. But I am going to figure out what to do in this space as we are now transitioning to a visual platform. So all in all, I'm so excited to see Meg and Glorilla next week. I'm so excited to spend that time with my sisters, and I hope all of you all enjoy your Juneteenth as well. Welcome back, everybody, to the Tactless Take of the Week, where I give you something to meditate on, introspection, something to reflect on, or just to give you a knowledge nugget to take into the future week with you. One of the things that I want to talk about really quickly is understanding that you are not the main character in other people's lives, and other people should not be the main character in your life. It took some reflecting for me to understand that people got their own stuff going on, that people got their own life to live, and that life be lifing a lot of the time. And more importantly, to not let people's actions, because I am not the main character in their life, to not let those people's actions offend me, or to feel like, well, this person didn't call me back, or I've texted this person and they've not texted me back, or I feel like all my friends are getting together and I didn't get an invite. Like it's taken a lot for me to not feel slighted because of things that maybe I would have wanted to be invited to, or conversations that I would want to have with my friends, and just understanding that people got things going on. Because the last couple of months, as you all probably can assume, I've had a lot going on, and I would want the same amount of grace extended to me that I am working on extending to my support circle and the people around me. Because when I have a lot going on, some people have the capacity to be there for me, and realistically, some people don't. And it's totally fine if some people don't, because you can't pour from a cup that you can't fill up yourself. So sometimes people got to be able to say, you know what? I hear you, girl. I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through that. Unfortunately, I can't, stand in certain spaces with you as you work and process through that, because I got my own stuff going on. But when I am better, I'm gonna come and check up on you. And I think that's okay for us to say. And we should be okay with that being an answer sometimes. We do need to split that up, though, and get it out in different places and different spaces, and get different opinions and different kind of feedback, so we're not just like speaking into a silo. It's good sometimes to step back and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and make me the main character of my life, instead of worrying about why I'm not hearing from these people, and why these people haven't called me back, and why these people haven't texted me back. Let me make myself the main character. What do I need to do? What haven't I accomplished? Like picking this fucking podcast back up? What do I need to work on? What commitments did I make to myself that started to fall off? Or what commitments can I pick up? What project can I pick up? How can I better myself? Because I genuinely believe in the quality of my friendship. So I'm not scared that because we haven't spoken to one another in a while, that like they're going to think I'm being a bad friend. And I feel as if I have enough emotional intelligence with my friends that if they have a problem, they can come to me the way that if I have a problem, I will go to them. But until then, I am learning to not take things so personally, because not everything is about me. And what I know about what my friends are going through right now, life is kicking they ass as it is kicking mine. So when we are finally able to come together, when we are finally able to show up for one another, when we are finally able to hold space for one another, we will check in. We will talk about why life has been kicking our asses, but it's good that we can give each other that grace. I know that I will be giving them that grace. I'm sure they will be giving me the same grace. But that's something I want you all to think about. That the people that we love and the people that we expect to be in our corner sometimes won't always be able to be there, because we're not the main character in their life and they shouldn't be the main character in ours. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here for my first visual attempt at this goddamn podcast. Tune in next week for another episode of Shit I Saw. We're going to break down some music hot takes and talk about meditation, learning, and introspection.